Hello everyone and welcome back to my playthrough for Digimon World 2003, and I have just remembered, I've literally just remembered that I need to be switching servers as well as sectors. Well, I'm just thinking about it, and well, it would be nice if one of the circuit boards in this area could take me to the other server. Let's just explore this one. It's the very first one that I saw. Let's just explore it and well, see if I have any joy. There's no Digimon here to guide me, not to worry. Oh, okay, it's an immediate dead end. Do I want to be fighting a Ramon? I don't think they're gonna. I have a feeling this one isn't too vulnerable to fire, and I think he can paralyze as well. Now, if that wasn't a critical hit, then that was okay. Okay, well, Giga Fire's okay against Ramon. Now, this circuit board has just led to an immediate dead end, I can tell by the appearance. So, this circuit board is not an option for me. Okay, well, let's move on to another circuit board, and this probably isn't even worth attacking. The amount of time that it takes for me to attack, and you know, Kotemon, it gets me 6 experience, probably isn't even worth fighting. He's probably not worth the time that it takes to go through the dialogue of telling me that I'm attacking and I've beaten him and I gain like 6 experience or whatever. It's probably not even worth it. Kotemon, can you guide me? Well, not really, because I already knew where that led to, because I've just come from there. I'm in the wrong sector, in the wrong server. Gilmon, speak to me. The Matarazu's Jungle Grave. Close enough. I mean, it's not the west sector, but at least it's the right server, and the west sector will only be a seabed away, so I'll settle with that. Well, I'm glad to have finished him off. I know I could have stayed in the Asuka server and then gone to the west sector and then used a circuit board there in order to, you know, take me over into this server, but I didn't really want to be staying in the Asuka server any longer than I had to, because of how incredibly easy the battles are and how like unrewarding they are. I thought that if I immediately get into a circuit board and try and get into this server, at least the battles should be relatively rewarding in regards to the amount of experience that they get me and everything. So I don't want to be getting myself into fights that are so tough I can't win them, but then I do want them to, you know, offer me, you know, an amount of experience that actually feels worthwhile. In a previous part, when I went to the Mirage Tower in the Amaterasu server, I know that there was a circuit board on like the outskirts of the Mobius Desert, which took me to the Asuka server in somewhere in the Badlands, the west sector. And I know that if I stayed in the Asuka server, when I left the Asuka city and was within the central park, I know if I went to the west sector, went to the same circuit board that I came out of, and then go back the way I came, taking me to the west sector in the Amaterasu server on the outskirts of the Mobius Desert, I know that may have made the most sense, but I've already explained that for the whole time that I would have been in the Asuka server, I would have been getting into battles that probably wouldn't have been worth the dialogue. You know, the experience would have been feeble and everything. You know, an immediate circuit board, the battles are going to be tough, they're going to be rewarding. Get me into the Amaterasu server, the battles are going to be tough, they're going to be rewarding. And then from there, make way to the west sector. Of course, the double whammy would have been for the circuit board to have taken me to the west sector in the Amaterasu server, because then I would have got the best of both worlds. But the south sector is okay going, because the seabed will take me straight to the west sector. The battles that I'm going to get into are probably not going to be worth it. In fact, well, when I was here last time, I just ran away from the battles, and this is going to be exactly the same. I just can't see myself having any joy with these battles. And when I arrive in the west sector, I do want to do my utmost to not necessarily avoid battles altogether, but certainly avoid battles with the Digimon that can poison you. I have no way of curing poison. I have no way of curing poison, and with the amount of damage that it do plus everything else, I would be looking at a game over. So we've come this far. Yeah, the Noise Desert. This is where I was thinking of, on the outskirts of the Mobius Desert. Okay, the Tankmon does over 1,000 damage, and my Gigafire does slightly more than half, so 2 lots of Gigafire will get the battle won. Possibly 1 set of Gigafire if I get some generous critical hits. Okay, the west sector is all mine. Now, is there any... do I have any junk to sell? I'm not sure. I'm not really bothered. Off the top of my head, I can't say I remember what Digimon I'm going to be up against, but I'm pretty confident that Gigafire isn't going to be the answer. Certainly not to winning all of the battles, but when Gigafire can't serve me, hopefully Black Dart can. But I've rested, so I'm, you know, at full strength, and I'm saving, so it's not like any of my progress is going to go to waste. Now here's a frustrating opponent. Rockmon. He is frustrating because he has a tendency to do defense up, an attack that boosts physical defense, and he has a tendency to do it frequently and to keep doing it, and to keep doing it to the point where your physical attacks are doing very, very little damage. Although, if that wasn't a critical hit, I am in trouble. Double guard. Yeah, he's like Digimon's version of like a Metapod or a Kakuna, where all they do is harden, but fortunately it only boosts physical defense, so our Gigafire won't be affected. So Gigafire is still going to do the same damage that it would have done. Rockmon is most frustrating when when you have to rely on physical attacks. Okay, it was a critical hit. Okay, that is good, because when I saw 1300, I was really worried. So him doing double guard doesn't do anything other than waste a turn for him. So double guard is something which, ironically, I want to be seeing. Usually it's the most frustrating thing in the world, but not this time. Yeah, Giga Fire isn't amazing against this guy, but it's about as good as anything else would have been. And I'm actually worried because I know this attack can have a very high critical hit ratio. Yeah, it's a wind attack which has a very high critical hit ratio, and when it is a critical hit, it can be, you know, a very, very accurate critical hit, like that. And yes, it can really do damage. I don't even know who's faster out of us. My speed's been maintained. I know normally critical hits are rare, and you know, you can afford to get complacent in the assumption that there's not going to be many critical hits, but this is an exception. You cannot take risks. You need to be confident that you can survive a critical hit, because critical hits are going to be popping up, and they're going to be popping up a lot. Although even if he was to get a critical hit, I can't see it being enough to defeat me with my HP being where it is. My turn to get a critical hit. So this turn I'll heal, next turn I need to maintain my speed. Have I not evaded a single attack yet? So even with doing like 5 speed ups, we're like virtually the same in regards to speed. Well, it's problematic that I'm against a water opponent. But let's see how Black Dart serves us. Only 1 hit. Well, the 1 hit has nothing to do with Black Dart. He just happened to evade 2 of our attacks, but that's down to speed. You know, that's not down to Black Dart. Yeah, I think Black Dart's probably the way to go. I mean, 3 standard hits is only doing about 500, but I don't think we're going to get much more from Terra Destroyer. Certainly when it comes to value for MP, I don't really think there's too much at stake for us. Okay, at least we're faster, because we're going twice, and I'll use this as an opportunity to maintain my speed. It would be nice if I don't need to do any more healing or any more speeding up. It would be nice if I can just get this battle done. Good. 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 Happy days. I can think of 2 Digimon within the West sector that can poison you. One of them I think only shows in the Mobius Desert and the surrounding area. I don't think he shows in this area. And then the other Digimon who I think can poison, I think Kenimon, and I think she does feature in the areas that I am going to, and if she pops up, then those are going to be worrying times. Well, I can live with Tankmon. Yeah, Tankmon is welcome any day. Because having defeated the West Sector AOA Chief, we now need to be making way for the North Sector AOA Chief, and there's a circuit board that I know of that will take me from the West Sector to the North Sector, and that's where I'm heading at the moment. Though I need to Tankmon got a critical hit, so I want to be fighting with full HP, but given that Kenimon is on the cards, I kind of probably want to be sure that I'm always entering battles with maximum HP. No, please no, please no, please no. Okay. If it was Kenimon, I would probably prioritise just trying to run away, because it would be a tough battle, and if I get poisoned, I don't want to think about it. Okay, I'm safe from Kenimon, but I am still you know, in the circuit board, so Dremolgemons are gonna show up. And then at the other side of the circuit board is the North Sector, Amaterasu server. Pretty much about as tough as it gets. Well, if there's any consolation, this same circuit board is this circuit board that gets me from the West Sector to the North Sector is also the one that gets me from the North Sector to the Central Sector. So when I do beat the final AOA chief, at least I'll have an easy path from there to the Amaterasu city. Dremolgemon, he's a Digimon who's welcome any day. Because I know in some parts of the circuit boards there's one Digimon who I absolutely despise, who, like, confuses you. He confuses you badly, and then he gets, like, loads of critical hits and everything, and he's a real nightmare. Especially when you're doing a challenge like this. I'm hoping that I never see that guy. Here we are in the North Sector, and I think this would be a good, like, sort of point to sort of end this part, because I'm almost at half an hour. So thank you everyone for watching, hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you in the next part.